Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel, where we journey back in time to explore the emotional corners of history. Today, I invite everyone to step away from the everyday romantic tales and enter into one of the most shocking royal tragedies in European history. This is the story of King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette of France. We often know them from history books as the villains who caused the downfall of the monarchy, those who lived in luxury while the people suffered in poverty. But few know that behind that cold guillotine lies a late-blooming love story, a romance that truly blossomed and flourished when they were stripped of all royal power and imprisoned in darkness. The story begins with a forced political marriage. Louis, a shy prince who preferred fixing locks to ruling, and Marie Antoinette, the beautiful, frivolous, and fun-loving Austrian princess. Throughout their glorious years at the magnificent Versailles Palace, they lived together like two strangers. The king was preoccupied with hunting trips and personal hobbies, while the queen drowned her loneliness in endless parties, gambling, and extravagant fashion to fill the void of a loveless marriage. The French people despised them, calling Marie Madame Deficit for her extravagant spending. But then, the storm of the French Revolution swept in, taking away all glory and power. When the Versailles Palace was stormed, when they were dragged back to Paris by an angry mob and imprisoned in the cold Temple Tower, a miracle happened. When the sycophants fled, when the crown fell to the ground, they were left with only one identity: husband and wife. It was in the darkness and fear of imprisonment that Louis and Marie truly saw each other. Louis was no longer the weak king. He became a spiritual pillar, gently reading to his children and protecting his wife from the jailer's insults. Marie was no longer the proud queen. She became a diligent wife, sewing clothes for her husband and caring for their children. They found comfort and strength in each other. The surviving letters and notes show that the final days in prison were the times they felt the most connected and deeply in love. They regretted wasting so many years of youth in indifference. Fate cruelly separated them with the blade of the guillotine. On the day King Louis XVI ascended the scaffold, he maintained the calmness and dignity of a monarch until the last moment, knowing his wife and children were watching him. As for Marie Antoinette, after her husband's death, she was imprisoned in the conciergerie, her hair turned white overnight from grief. On the day she was brought to the scaffold, she was no longer the frivolous girl of yesteryear, but a resilient woman. Her last words when she accidentally stepped on the executioner's foot, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to," became a symbol of dignity in the face of death. They died, but that death washed away misunderstandings and healed their marriage. History may judge them as failed rulers, but in love, they conquered themselves to find each other in the darkest place. Before closing this tragic tale of a dynasty's downfall and the rebirth of a love, I would like to share a poem with you. Magnificent Versailles, a dream of vanity, two who share a bed, hearts far apart. The heavy crown, love turned cold, the people lament, resent the land. Prison dark at night, life changes. Only then do we realize that affection is richer than gold and silk cannot compare, a simple handhold at twilight. The cold guillotine divides the paths, blood stains the white clothes, tears blur. Let's meet again in another life as commoners, love fully for a lifetime, never to fade. Thank you for joining me and listening to the somber notes of history.